Hello Taurus, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, and consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And look at that Lover's card. That is very nice. I think you're the type of person that really has a sense of purpose and a sense of devotion. When you commit to something, that is it, you know. I feel like you might be, even right now, feeling like you're struck with that Cupid's arrow, you know, that you've just been kind of hit with that inspiration. It might not be for a romantic thing, it could be, but I feel like this is something that you're falling in love with. And I think that when you fall in love with someone or something, right, a path, an idea, a project, a purpose, you know, it's impossible to get you to betray that. You know, it's very, I mean, you're just inspired. You're someone that you fall in love and you're writing poetry, you're painting pictures, you're building sculptures, you're building monuments. It's just, it brings something out of you. Yeah. Let's put that into some context. Let's see what might be going on there. It could be romance. You never know. Okay, there is that's some of that creative energy. This is a Leo energy. We could be talking about a Leo person. This is the Prince of Wands. Oh, we've got that star card. Look at that. The Seven of Pentacles. That makes sense. Two of Swords. And a Queen of Wands. So kind of a development of this fire energy, this prince to a queen. But this really could be kind of showing that you and this other thing, maybe it is another person. Okay, here's a Three of Cups. There's the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. We've got like, you know, we've got the counterparts here. We've got the pairs, you know. We've got the Prince and the Queen of Wands. We've got the Princess and the Knight of Pentacles. So, and then of course, you know, some challenges in the future, which there always be. But see, this is the challenge. This is kind of a card, the Seven of Wands here at the end, that's saying you will defend this till your dying breath, right? This is this is the hill you're going to die on, you know. The Seven of Wands, even against tremendous odds, right, insurmountable odds, you are still there fighting for this. That's how committed you are with that lover's energy. And that's beautiful. That really is, this is you defending, utterly defending someone or something, right? And so this is very good. This is very, very good energy. I kind of feel as if you are matching up with someone, but it could be in a romantic way. Yeah. Definitely, it could be. It could be in a creative way. It could be in a business way. It could be a family member. It could be maybe you're already in a relationship. You have a spouse. You have a significant other. You're kind of your energy is blending together, right? There's really now this intense fire energy. You have this fire in common. You're cut from the same cloth, right? You're uniting in this absolute blazing creative fire. Okay, and so this could be really the kind of mutual commitment to a particular purpose, or there's something that's happening in your life that the two of you are this unstoppable alliance, right? And then we see the counterpart of that manifesting as this earth energy was telling me, yeah, you guys are going to succeed in this. If you guys can work together and if you can bond with this person and realize that you're both made out of fire, essentially, right? You're going to create this outcome that you want, okay? So we really could be talking about a business thing here as much as a romance, Take it how it resonates with you, all right? Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card. This is from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. It's going to go here. Tiny Bob Ross, thanks for helping us out. If you have a prediction for that card, you can put it down in the comments. We're going to look at it at the very end of the reading, all right? So you do have to stick around. I'll try to make it short. Let's take a look around here and see that the major arcana we have, of course, is the Star and the Lovers, right? And this is really, really special. This is showing that what you are committing to is just, it's an absolute kind of like spiritual truth here. That this is something that is coming from the divine. This is something that I think is, it's activating your entire being. See, the Star card illuminates you from within. The star energy, that divine light, right, illuminates you from within and illuminates the path before you. So it's kind of like you are becoming this energy, right? And so we could be, if we don't want to look at this as a partnership, we could say that this is really you moving and maturing into this sense of purpose, this sense of destiny, whatever this commitment is with that Lover's card, right? This could be your commitment to an idea, to a path, to a problem, to a social issue or something. You've been hit with that arrow. You're inspired. And I think when you're hit with that arrow, it spreads this divine energy all over until you become overtaken by it, that you become this light, right, of this starlight. You become this divine light. And then that, let's say that is when you get fired up, right? That's when you become the Prince of Wands. And then that divine light, you are now this purely, you're a light being, you're a spiritualized, consciousness. Then we start extending that out into the world, right? Because the starlight is coming from above, it's also being poured out down below. And that's kind of the way it needs to work, ideally, right? It illuminates us within, and then we take that light and we start extending that spiritual light out into the world, right? We're not keeping it all for ourselves, right? We're shining that light. And shining that light out into the world might be the Queen of Wands. Both of these cards representing aspects of you. An identification with this light, with this purpose, with this commitment, and then you extending that out into the world, you have become this fire. You have become this divine light. Right? You're kind of perfectly embodying whatever this is. Okay? And it could be a partnership. I don't want to discount that. It very, very much could be that you're meeting somebody who really has the same will, the same intention. It's like you are cut from the same cloth as this person. It feels like there is a certain identity. There's certain fundamental similarities here. It's somebody that you really do vibe with. You're both fire. Right? You're both on fire about something, I think is kind of the metaphor. But it very much could be energy that's taking place within you, as we just described with the Star card. All right. The Seven of Pentacles in the background, I think that it's really good timing, I think, for this inspiration, because I think you're coming off of these kind of these other projects that, maybe you've had some accomplishments in life, but nothing really got you that fired up. Or things that you would get involved with, yeah, they'd work out okay, but nothing really gripped you. Nothing hit you, like with that inspiration, that really consumed you. Yeah. And so we kind of look at the past as, well, yeah, I mean, things worked out, but where are they now? You've had these goals, you've had these successes, you've done good things in life, but they kind of they come and then they go. Nothing really has inspired you in this way, okay? But it's happening now, yeah. So I think that this is what we've been looking for. We're looking for something to inspire us, something that will consume us, something that will give us this kind of motivation and this creative energy. Because we haven't found it in the past. We haven't found it yet, maybe, right? Seven of Pentacles. We've got a Two of Swords up at the top. The Two of Swords is maybe this kind of the automatic defenses that we have up, right? Because we're so kind of familiar with the Seven of Pentacles, that maybe we have some shields up when these other arrows of inspiration are hitting us, that there's part of our mind that is defending against that. But if you watch, if you're a fan of Dune, you know they have their shields, right? And it's one of those things where any kind of direct blows, the shields will block, right? But if something very subtle and very slow can go right through the shield, right? I'm not giving no spoilers or whatever. If you haven't seen the movies yet or read the books, I highly recommend them. That's what I'm feeling with the Two of Swords here. That something very subtle that it has to penetrate beyond just our intellect, because our mind's going to say, well, you know, I don't want to get involved with something else like that because I kind of know, I'm familiar with how it's going to turn out, and I'd rather just go about my day, you know. But something is going to kind of, and maybe it's that arrow that's very, very slow and very, very subtle that's going to inspire you in that way. Something unexpected, something that seems rather harmless, right? Seems rather innocuous, but once it gets through your shields, it really is going to take you over, right? In the best of ways, yeah. But we have to get past that, the kind of the intellectual guard that we might have up, right? That kind of mental shield against anything that might get through. And I think it's a natural defense mechanism of the mind to kind of question everything that's trying to really get into us. You know, the body has natural defenses against germs and bacteria and all this stuff. And I think spiritually we have the same kind of defenses. But this card is kind of saying, look, we have our shields up, but something, and it's really because of that lunar energy, the crescent moon at the top of that card, that's showing this is something that is much more subtle. It's not the obvious thing that it might appear to be at first, at least to our intellect. Okay. The Queen of Wands, yeah, this could really be kind of it could be talking about the partnership here. But I think this is really a maturing into this path, into this new energy for you, right? And I think that this is, you're really identifying with whatever this thing is. I don't know exactly what the inspiration is or what this purpose or what this sense of devotion is, what this inspiration is. But I feel that you are strongly identified with it, and it has given you this very intense sense of purpose and meaning and depth of life and this real confidence. You're becoming a leader in this area, whatever this thing is. I think it's something that's lasting long term, and I think you're really making a name for yourself, let's say, in this field, in this area. Okay. We're going to move over to the Path of the Serpent now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do, totally free. Leave a comment for me. I really do appreciate all of that stuff. The Three of Cups down here. This is abundance. This is satisfaction. This is a card of celebration. This is a card of family. This is a card of recognition and appreciation. So I think all of these things are important to you. I think you are getting recognized and appreciated for what you're doing, for your role in this, for how you're kind of making a name for yourself, right? You're exactly what this thing needs, right? But I think that this is also the joy and the love and the real bond between you. And if this is another person here, feels like it is. Now, it might not be romantic. It could be a family thing. It could be a friend. It could be just a comrade in arms, you know. It could be anybody, a friend, family member, coworker, creative collaborator. It doesn't matter. Someone in your band. I don't know. But this is the love. This is the appreciation that you both have for each other too. Okay. This is the real abundance of feeling that this is just like, this is hitting every spot in you, right? This experience. And I think really this is the card that says you take a step back every once in a while and you just appreciate it and you just feel it and it feels like love and it feels so good and it's overwhelming almost, right? This is a real spiritual abundance, an abundance of this just joy and connection and almost this bliss, right? It's indescribable. That, I think, is something that is going to be sustained in the long term for you. We have these cards here about kind of the long term and then right now, right? This is the future. This is the ever-present here and now. The Knight of Pentacles here in the environment, this is you kind of literally looking out at the world and thinking, what am I going to be doing with this in a week, a month, a year, 5, 10 years down the road? This is something that you really can see. Yeah, even in 5 years, even in 10 years, I can see myself right here just doing this, and making the progress, but you still see yourself immersed in this. This is something that for you, I think has this long-term potential, really lifetime purpose kind of thing. This is the card that can really envision. Now you have long-term goals, so you kind of can see how this is going to develop in a year and 5 and 10 years down the road, right? Let's say in a year you want a business to be kind of growing, and then in 5 years from there you want to have multiple locations. In 10 years from now you're going to have this international empire of little sunglass stores. I don't know what it is. I was looking at sunglasses last night. I need prescription sunglasses, and so it's kind of a pain in the butt for me to find sunglasses. So if you do have a sunglass store, let me know. But this is that long-term goal, and we can have those milestones, and we can see those long-term goals as being a real possibility. That's part of this Princess of Pentacles, because this is earth energy. This is infinite earth energy. This is everything crystallizing as you envision it. Whatever you can kind of see in the future, that's what you're going to have. Okay, and I think this is the card of the difficulty. Only because it's got that 7 of Wands above it, and the 7 of Wands is saying, yeah, it's not going to be an easy ride, but you've got all this fire. You're on fire with this thing, and you've got to bring the fire. And this, like I said before, the 7 of Wands is you really defending this thing till your last breath. That you're not quitting, you're not giving up on this. And this is something that you feel that strongly about. No matter what the odds are, you're not backing down, right? So this is really, really strong energy. This is, and if it is a partnership here, I think that this is really defending our partner till the very end. Like this is a bond between the two of you that says we've got each other's back forever, I think this is really, really spectacular. Everything's going to be different after this, and just because of just the contrast of going from the 7 of Pentacles into all this fire energy and all this really, really strong earth energy, right? And the earth energy, the court cards, right? You're there in this. You're in that future. You can see yourself here. You can see yourself doing this and manifesting this, and maintaining this and pushing toward the progress, right? You can see it all. Let's look at the mystery card here. I want maybe the Hierophant, your power card, right? That'd be pretty cool. Otherwise, maybe some more water energy. Maybe we need a 9 or a 10 of Cups, you think? If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Got the Page of Pentacles again. This card, similar to this card. And this is really, this is, for one, infinite potential. There is no limit to what you can manifest. Okay? And this is telling me that this is something completely different for you. This is new. Right? This is new territory for you. This is like you're kind of just a stranger. You've just landed on this planet, and you're looking around at everything and just thinking, wow, look at all this stuff. Look at all these experiences, right? So I think you're moving into new territory, and I think you're having experiences that you've never had before. And these are things that feel lasting to me. It's kind of like with these things here, it's just like, yeah, been there, done that. This is new. This is novel. This is everything being precious. Everything has a value, right? Everything that you're touching turns to gold, really, with this one. Everything that you find, from the littlest piece of dirt, the little speck of dust and the rocks and whatever, little blade of grass, everything has such value and such usefulness, right? I feel like there's a real connection with the earth energy for you. Like there's a real connection with the material world. I think you're a big fan of nature, for one thing. And I think you really find a certain inspiration just in the natural world. Just by picking up a rock and seeing all the dirt and all the bugs and stuff underneath the rock. That, I think, gives you a sense of inspiration. I feel like there's a real connection with you and the material world in a way that is tremendously inspiring. Now, maybe this is an indication that something you're doing is geared toward environmental conservation or something of that nature, right? It could be something that's kind of, earth-oriented for you. That could be what this whole thing is about. But we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Taurus every Monday and Friday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I do read every single comment. That's kind of my favorite part of all this, is hearing from all of you. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.